Well, hey again, everybody. This is Bob from Hot Rock Central, and today I'm going to show you my solar furnace. Now, this thing's pretty doggone easy to build, and I think anybody could do this. And basically, all it is just a box made out of 6-inch 5/4 board, and I took it over to my table saw, and a little ways in, I cut a 1/4-inch deep channel for the glass to rest in. Then to support it, all I did was take some 2x6s, cut them into triangles, and bolted them to the studs in the wall and the board to it. So it's getting there good and strong and it ain't going to go nowhere. Up on the top, I used L brackets, again, screwed to the studs and then to the top board. So that's in pretty good too, and that's not going to go anywhere. Now, the next thing you want to do, and this depends on how many pieces of glass you got. In my case, I've got 3 here. I've got a brace board behind each seam, 5/4 brace board. And the reason why you want that is because you get a real powerful storm that's putting a wind pressure on this glass. It could actually put enough pressure on it to snap the glass. So that gives it extra support so something like that won't happen. And let's see what's next here. When you do use glass, always use tempered glass. If you were to use regular glass on this, you probably end up with a disaster. And the reason is the box temperature in there can get up to 100 or up to almost a couple hundred degrees. And if you're drawing in some pretty cool air from the inside of the house, hitting 200-degree glass, chances are it's probably gonna just turn to dust. So always use tempered glass when you build something like this to be safe, on the safe side. Now, once you get the inside of the box painted and everything, and I would recommend that you use spray paint on this. The first one I built, I used house paint, and the fumes coming off the house paint just lasted so long and stunk up the house. It was really unpleasant. So this time I used spray paint, and I didn't have that lingering odor for as long. I think it was probably about half a week or something like that before the fumes dissipated. Now, once you get the glass in place, you want to go around the edges here and make sure there's a good bead of silicone on there so you don't get any air leaks, so you don't waste any of the heat on the inside coming to the outside. Then you do the same thing to the outside of the frame against the wall of the house. And as you can see here, I got a little bit of separation going on, so I got to go back and redo that some. Now, as far as plumbing the ductwork, that's not too hard either. All I did was I took some toilet flanges, and I had to cut the round off of here to get it flush with the wood. And this is that green 3034 pipe, and this stuff fits perfect over a toilet flange. It's a perfect match for it. And you can go into the house to draw your air from in the house 2 ways. You can go through the wall, or you can do like I did and go underneath the house. So I took the pipe underneath the house here, and it comes up over here underneath my bed. And there's 2 reasons for that. First of all, the blower motor makes quite a bit of noise, and it could be pretty annoying. So what I did, I brought it up underneath my bed, which is sitting up on a platform, and that muffles the sound. It makes it tolerable. And the second is you don't have to look at it. It's not in sight where you can see it. So anyway, so the pipe comes down from underneath the bed, and then a blower motor is in line with that pipe there, a high velocity blower motor that feeds the air drawn from the house into the cabinet here, goes through the cabinet, and eventually comes out right up here back into the house. Now, as I was saying, the box temperature on this thing can get really hot, up to like 200 degrees. And so I've had it so where in the middle of wintertime, when it's 30, 40 degrees outside, it's so hot inside the cabin I had to open the doors and windows. So to take care of that problem, what I had to do was took another toilet flange, cut a hole in the top there, and I've got this right here, a fern coat with a screen in it, and that takes some of the air and diverts it to the outside. So I'm not getting, so not getting as much heat going to the inside. Then if it's one of those sketchy days where there's not a whole lot of sun and you need all the heat you can get, then I got this one here with the cap top. Stick that on there, and that gives me full blast heat. Now I'll take you inside and show you what controls this thing, which is another one of those thermostat switches that I used extensively in my solar system, and that thing's just great for everything. And I've got that set there to come on at 120 degrees with a 10-degree difference, so it cuts back off at 110. But now if I've got full sunshine during the day, it's never going to shut down. It just keeps running and running and running. And there's the bed, and that's where the pipe comes up underneath. So that bed works good for muffling the sound. So anyways, I think that about covers it. If you have any other questions, just leave it in the comments section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another one.